Dear you, if you're here because you are so tired of being the strong one, I wish I could just sit beside you for a while and let you be anything but strong. You know the role I mean. The one who holds it together. The one people come to when they fall apart. The one who remembers the birthdays, makes the plans, sends the check-in texts. The one who always seems okay enough to carry a little more. Maybe it started in your family. Maybe you were the responsible one, the peacekeeper, the quiet fixer in the background. Maybe it followed you into friendships, work, relationships. People learned, she can handle it. She's so capable. She's so mature. And you are capable. You are mature. You do handle things. But somewhere along the way, stopped feeling like a compliment and started feeling like a cage. Because underneath that strong, steady version of you, there's another you. Tired, overwhelmed, a little bit lonely. Wondering who, if anyone, will ever hold you the way you hold everyone else. If we were at my table right now, I think I'd say, you don't have to be okay for me. You don't have to smile to make me comfortable. You don't have to downplay how much it hurts. You don't have to tell me it's fine when it's clearly not. You're allowed to say, this is heavy. I'm tired. I don't know how much longer I can carry all of this by myself. Sometimes the strong one doesn't even know how to fall apart. You've spent so long holding it together that the idea of crumbling feels dangerous. If you stop, will everything collapse? If you say, I can't, will people be disappointed? Will they leave? You learned that being strong kept you safe, or kept other people safe, or kept things moving. So you did it again and again, until it became your whole identity. But here's the truth, love. You are not a machine. You are not a bottomless well of support. You are not the emergency backup generator for everyone else's life. You are a human being with limits, and needs, and a heart that also gets bruised. You deserve softness just as much as anyone you take care of. I want you to think of one person you've supported recently. Someone you'd drop almost anything for if they needed you. If they came to you and said, I can't do it all anymore. I'm exhausted. You would not say, try harder. Be stronger. Stop being so dramatic. You would make space. You would listen. You would tell them it's okay to rest, to cry, to put some things down. Why is it so much harder to offer that same compassion to yourself? Partly because people have gotten used to your strength. They lean on you without always realizing how heavy you're already loaded down. And partly because you've gotten used to being the one who copes. You don't want to be a burden. But needing support does not make you a burden. It makes you human. Being the strong one doesn't mean you never bend. It doesn't mean you never say no. It doesn't mean you never ask for help. Real strength isn't, I can carry everything alone. Real strength is, I know when something is too heavy, and I respect myself enough to set it down. You're allowed to disappoint people who are used to you overgiving. You're allowed to let a message wait. You're allowed to say, I can't talk about that right now, I'm at capacity. I know that feels scary. I know you worry that if you don't show up 110% of the time, people will stop loving you. But the ones who truly care for you, not just what you do for them, will stay. They may need time to adjust to the change, but they will adapt. The ones who only loved your usefulness might complain or pull away. And as painful as that is, it's also a kind of painful clarity. You deserve relationships where you can be held, and not just hold. Tonight I want to invite you to do something small but radical. Let one ball drop. Not all of them. Just one. Maybe it's not answering that non-urgent message right away. Maybe it's not volunteering for the extra task at work. Maybe it's not being the first one to fix the tension in the family group chat. Notice what happens when you don't rush in. The world keeps turning. Other people step up. Or sometimes the thing that felt urgent was never really yours to fix. You don't have to prove your worth by being endlessly strong. Your value is not measured by how much weight you can carry without breaking. You are allowed to be soft. You are allowed to be needy sometimes. You are allowed to say, I'm not okay, and let someone else sit in that space with you. If you don't have someone in your life right now who feels safe enough to lean on, I'm so sorry. You deserve that. Until those people arrive, and they will, please at least stop abandoning yourself. Check in with your own heart the way you check in on others. Ask yourself, what do I need today? What would feel like support for me? Maybe it's sleep. Maybe it's crying in the shower. Maybe it's writing everything down on paper so it's not all swirling in your head. Maybe it's giving yourself permission to not hold everyone's problems at once. You are allowed to put some of it down. Even if just for tonight. Being the strong one has helped you survive. It has shaped you into someone reliable, thoughtful, capable. Those are beautiful things. But you are so much more than your ability to cope. Underneath all that strength, there is a person who deserves gentleness, care, and rest. If I were with you, I'd say, let yourself lean just a little. On a chair. On your bed. On this soft moment. You don't have to hold everything up right now. Just breathe. Just be. You are allowed to lay down the armor and still be loved. You are allowed to be held. You are still strong. Even when you're tired. Especially when you're tired and you choose to honor that. Instead of pushing yourself past your breaking point. With you when you're tired of being strong. Letters for you.